Good morning. I'm here with Jimmy Marinelli, PGA Professional at Prairie View Golf Course in Byron, Illinois. Coach Marinelli is also participating as a coach with TechniqueDoctor. Coach Marinelli, thanks for taking the time out of your day to allow the TechniqueDoctor fans to get to know you a little better. First things first, let's talk about your background in golf. Who introduced you to the game?
The first people that introduced me to golf were my parents. I came out when I was younger with them, and we'd play 9 holes or 4 or 5 holes at night, and it was just a good way for me to get out and spend time with the family during the summer. At that age, I was kind of playing baseball, on a local team, so it was just fun to do something else and be outside with the family, so that's who first introduced me to playing golf.
Of all the aspects of the game, what is the one thing about it that you love the most?
What I really enjoy about golf is it's a sport where you really play against yourself. It's very different than most other sports where in golf you're playing against the golf course, so no matter how good you're playing or how bad you're playing, it's really personal goals that you're setting for yourself, and it's a sport that you can play your entire life. Your game will change a little as you get older or as you're younger, but it's definitely a lifetime sport that you're always competing against yourself to get better, and that's what I really enjoy about it.
That's great. At what age did you start competing? Not just against yourself, but against other peers on the course?
I first started playing in some local tournaments when I was in middle school age. I didn't play in a lot of tournaments, but when I was in middle school, I traveled around and started playing some tournaments. I really got into playing competitive golf when I was in early stages of high school, and I found I really enjoyed how it was just an individualized sport where it was you against the course and you against the entire field, and you kind of dictated your own results. That's what's really nice about golf, is when you play well, there's nobody else there, but when you play bad, you got nobody to hide either. So
Now, at the end of your high school career, you're one of the best golfers in the state of Illinois. At what age, though, you started at a young age, when did you start to see improvements in your game, or when did you excel?
I saw a lot of improvements in my golf game in my freshman, sophomore year of high school. When I first got into high school, I just hit the ball pretty far. I'd hit it solid, but I really didn't understand how to play the game of golf. And as you get playing, you understand there's so many little things of chipping, putting, controlling the height of the golf ball. And as I got into my early stages of high school, I realized how important that was. And as I got better at it, that's when I became a more rounded golfer.
In high school, you were a state medal winner in golf and a state champion in wrestling. Two completely opposite sports. What enabled you to excel at both sports?
Well, both sports they're very different, but they're also very similar. Both sports are individual sports where it's a one-person team. You're your own team. You do have teammates, but they're not helping you during the event. Both golf and wrestling require flexibility and a lot of balance. It's real important in the golf swing to have proper balance. And really the only muscles that need to be used in golf to hit the golf ball far, to hit it straight, are your core muscles. If you play other sports, you find that really your core muscles is what does it in most of your other sports too. The big difference in golf, there's no speed factor really at all of running or anything like that, but you still have to have good core muscles, and you have to have good flexibility and balance to be able to compete at a high level.
That makes a lot of sense. You were a Division I scholarship recipient to play golf. Tell us about the difference between playing in high school and college.
College golf is a lot different than high school golf. I really enjoyed my time playing college golf. The big differences in college, what I found is it's a all-year full-time job. I really enjoyed it. You're always practicing, you're always playing to get better. The difference in high school was you did it for 3 or 4 months kind of full-time, and then you took some time off. Once you get to college, you're there. You do it all the time, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, and you're always playing and practicing. So it's just more of a commitment of time of the whole year instead of just a commitment of a couple months compared to high school.
In the mental grind in college, while you're maintaining your academics, you're practicing full time, at the same time you were able to win multiple tournaments in college. Tell us about the mental approach that you took into both practice and out on the course when you were competing.
Well, when you play tournament golf, and you're one person, it's one person, yourself against maybe a field of 100, you're going to lose more than you're going to win. In golf, you have to be able to accept that. Even the best players in the world are going to lose more than they're going to win. So really all you can do in golf is take the approach that you're going to play one shot at a time, one hole at a time, one round at a time. And again, like I said earlier, in golf you're always competing against yourself. So if you're playing against a field that's very, very strong, chances are you're gonna lose a lot more than you're gonna win the event. So all you're doing is competing against yourself to play every shot the best you can at that time. If you take that attitude, then you're kind of breaking it down so you're able to overall have great success instead of looking at the long term too much.
And now that you're currently an instructor helping others by offering lessons, and you're excited to do this, you're very passionate about it. You've also partnered with TechniqueDoctor. TechniqueDoctor is going to enable people to receive critiques from you about their golf game and what they need to do to improve. How does video analysis enable a player to improve?
Well, technology's really, it's done wonders really for every sport, I'd say, not just golf. Now with video equipment and everything else that's out there, what you can do now is you can submit your video and you can send it to myself, and I can look at it and let you know what you're doing wrong in your golf swing, let you know what you need to work on. More importantly for everybody is not me identifying what you're doing wrong, but giving you drills and things to fix it. That's what everybody that comes to me and will ask is, well, how do I fix this? I know what I'm doing, but I need to know how to fix it. So what you need is kind of the right guidance to let yourself know these are the drills, this is what to look for, so that way you can improve your flaws so they become your strengths, hopefully.
And each person that's going to send you these clips, or the people you work with on a day-to-day basis, are unique in their own right. But what's your set of fundamentals that you consider a must for every golfer?
Well, for every golfer, what I would say is the big muscles need to always do the work. In golf, it's always, you hear everybody talk about it, it's a shoulder turn and a hip turn. The better you get at that, the easier the game becomes. There's a lot of different swings in golf. The reason why is because people of all ages play. If you're younger, you're going to have a different swing than somebody that's older. If you're taller or shorter, you're going to have a different swing as well. The more you can use your bigger muscles in golf, the better you're going to be. One thing that I would tell everybody to improve is their flexibility and balance, because that's something that really lets you go to another level. The more flexible you are, the better balance you're able to keep throughout the swing. That really, really will help you in the long term.
And that feeds into our next question is, what's the one piece of advice that you would give all golfers looking to improve their game?
It's really similar to that. What I would suggest to everybody that plays golf is whatever you're doing, spend more time chipping and putting. It is not the most glamorous part because you're not hitting the ball far, you're not hitting the ball high, but if you chip and putt the golf ball really well, then you're going to be a good player because it makes up for all your mistakes, and that's something that every golfer needs to get better at, and most people kind of overlook that. So I would, whatever you're doing, spend more time on the chipping and putting green.
All right, Coach, last question. What's the coolest course you've played on? As a collegiate athlete and a PGA professional, you've played on courses across the country. What's the neatest course you've been on?
The coolest course I've probably played is a golf course called Tobacco Road. It's in North Carolina, kind of in the mountains. I played down there when I was in college. It is a very, very wild design golf course. The undulation changes are amazing. The holes are like nothing else you'd ever play. There's a lot of interesting holes that you'd never think could ever be designed that are designed. You think it's easy and it gets frustrating. That's one course that I'd say that I'd definitely like to go back to and play again, just because it's so different compared to any other golf course you'd normally ever play.
Coach Marinelli, thanks for your time today. TechniqueDoctor looks forward to working with you and enabling golfers the ability to get critiqued while receiving drills and instructional tips from you to improve their performance.
Thank you.